Yo, yo, yo. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Jay Jordan back again for another watch along. You know what's going Another watch along. My bad, y'all. Turn something down right quick. Another watch along. Appreciate y'all coming out for this another late game, another 10 p.m. game. If you were here on what's today? Today's Thursday. If you were on Tuesday, we had that game between the Chicago Sky and the LA Sparks. We thought it was going to be a dud, but it ended up being a good one. So, listen, I'm ready for another good one today. Like I said, we have the Washington Mystics visiting the Las Vegas Aces. Their records, the Aces are 30-6. They've only lost one game at home this whole season. They're 16-1 at home. The Washington Mystics, they're 5-11 on the road. They've been dealing with a lot of injuries. Throughout the season, they lost their star Elena Deladon for a while. They lost Shakira Austin, their young center. They lost Ariel Atkins for a bit as well. Christy Tolliver, their veteran presence. So they've been bitten by the injury bug, but everybody's coming back at the right time, and they're looking to make a run late. They're 17-18, so they've played 35 games. Today will be their 36th. The Vegas Aces are 30-6. Today will be their 37th game. So the Aces, including today's game, have four more games. Washington, including today's game, have five more games. If you remember, I should say, about a week ago on the 26th of August, Vegas visited Washington and they lost by double digits. They lost 78-62. It was a big win for the Washington Mystics. Right now they're currently sitting in the fifth seed. So at that point they were around seventh. Now they're at fifth. The Aces are on a 2-game losing streak, their longest losing streak of the season. They lost to the Mystics on the 26th, and 2 days later they lost to my New York Liberty on the 28th. They lost that game by 9 points, 94-85. So Vegas is back home. They were on the road for a 4-game trip. So now they're back in the confines of their home. They had a couple days off. They're going against a team that just beat them, so they're probably looking to get revenge. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they respond. And it should be very interesting to see how they respond. All right, let's touch the starting lineups. The game is before I start that, the game is on Amazon Prime Video. There's also another game going on that's on League Pass. I think that's the LA Seattle Storm versus the LA Sparks. The Sparks are trying to hold on to the 8th seed. If they lose tonight, they could potentially be a 9th seed by the end of the night. But we'll keep an eye on that. Let's touch the starting lineups. We'll start with the away team. The starting five, as reported a couple minutes ago by the people over at Underdog WNBA on Twitter. Natasha Cloud, Ariel Atkins, Brittany Sykes, Elena Deladon, Shakira Austin. That's their core starting lineup. The subs, Shatori Walker-Kimbrough, Tiana Hawkins, Maisha Hines-Allen, Lee Mung, Christy Tolliver, and Queen Egbo. They have nobody out. Everybody is off of the injury list for them, so they are fully healthy with a few games to go. For the home team, the Vegas Aces, you have Chelsea Gray, Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young, Asia Wilson, and Kia Stokes. The subs, Alicia Clark, Kayla George, Elena Code, Sydney Colson, and Kirsten Bell. And the people they have out, as we know, Candace Parker, foot injury. She had surgery. No timetable for her return as reported today. And Raquana Williams, off the court issues for that domestic violence stuff. She's suspended from the team. There's they're top guns in all categories. Elena Deladon's averaging 17.2 points a game on 50% shooting and a crazy 96.8% from the line, which is crazy. Asia Wilson for the Aces averaging 21.9 points a game, 54% from the field and 80% from the line. For the Mystics, Shakira Austin averaging 7 rebounds a game. Asia Wilson on the other end averaging 9.5 rebounds a game. And for assists, Natasha Cloud averaging 5.9 assists to 2.6 turnovers. Chelsea Gray 7.2 assists, 2.7 turnovers. Like I mentioned, it's going to be a very interesting game. I'm interested to see how the Mystics play on the road with their full squad back and how the Aces respond with losing 2 games in a row for the first time this season. The reason I'm doing this game primarily, 2 reasons. One, it's a very important game that has to do with the standings, which leads into the second point, which is that the Liberty could potentially be a half game back if the Aces lose tonight. So I'm gonna show you right now what could potentially happen for our team. Right now, Vegas is 30-6. The Liberty are 28-7. We're 1.5 games back. Once if Vegas lose tonight, we'll be tied in the loss column at 7 games each. And we're playing tomorrow, so we could potentially, if we beat Connecticut, who won tonight, we would move up to 29-7. So we'd be 1 game back if they lose tonight, and a half game back if I think that's how it works. It's probably a half game back tonight, or I don't know how it works. Probably a half game back if we win tonight, and then another half game if the Liberty win tomorrow. But we'll see. The Liberty still have a chance to get the number 1 seed, and that's all that matters. The 5th seed, the Washington Mystics, they're trying to probably sneak their way up to 4 and get home court advantage. They're at 17-18. If they win tonight, there's a potential there to get up there with 4 games to go. They would be 18-18, and have 4 games to go. So it's a lot of playoff positioning tonight. The other game that I was mentioning is Seattle Storm versus the LA Sparks. Seattle, we already know they're eliminated. As you can see, they're eliminated from playoff contention already. But the Sparks have something to play for. Right now, they're 15-20 right now, with Chicago right on their heels at 15-21. If the Sparks lose tonight, they would be tied with the Chicago Sky for the 8th seed. But due to Chicago winning the season series 3-1, they would move up to the 8th seed, and the Sparks would fall down to 9 with 4 games to go for them. So a lot on the line with these playoff positioning in these 2 games going on tonight. Also, with a Sparks win, Indiana would be officially eliminated from playoff contention. If the Sparks win, Indiana would be eliminated. So that's another angle to keep an eye on. Nelson, what up, my guy? What's going on, bro? Nelson says, what's going on? This game is getting interesting. If Aces win, they clinch the best home record in the WNBA and a 2-game lead over the Liberty. If they lose, it's a 1-game lead with 2 games to go. Yeah, just was talking about that, my boy. Just was talking about that. So it's going to be a very interesting evening. But we'll see what happens. Game is about to start. It's on Amazon Prime. It's supposed to start 10 p.m. Eastern. It's still on the Stay Tuned live program will begin shortly. I was trying to pull up this other game. I think it's on League Pass, so I'm going to try and pull it up. All right, now they're coming into the broadcast. Here we go. Turn up the volume a little bit so I can hear what's going on. Shout out to everybody on the YouTube, on the Twitch. I salute to you all. Appreciate you for tuning in on a late East Coast night, 10 p.m. This game should end around 12:30. 12:15, depending on what happens here. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer them. As always, as I like to say, if you like this type of content, make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button. See it back there. I got the subscribe pillow, and make sure you hit that noti bell so you get notified whenever I post content or schedule watch-alongs. Because coming down the stretch, I'm going to be doing a lot, especially during the playoffs when the Liberty aren't playing at home, because I will be at those home games. I will be doing watch-alongs for just to see what the other teams are doing, and when the Liberty on the road. So just keep an eye of that. All right. Yakini was goody. Was goody. I'm gonna try and get the Sparks Seattle game up on my other screen here so I can keep an eye on it. I do want to keep an eye on that. I think that game is on League Pass. They're talking about A'ja Wilson right now. Yeah, that game is on League Pass. Let me see if I can watch that. Yakini, you like the Mystics? I mean, I like do I like the Mystics? I do like the Mystics. I just don't want to. That's the reason I don't want to play them. I respect the Mystics. I don't want to play them. I'm in the first round, so I'm glad that they're starting to play well, and that they're moving up the ranks, so that they're not in that 6, 7, 8 slot. Because if they were in that slot, I would be concerned, to say the least. See if I can cast this to my Yeah, there we go. The power of casting, people. The power of casting. There we go. I got both games up, so I'm able to keep an eye on both, just like I like. All right, they're shaking hands, kissing babies, all that stuff, saying good game, but secretly they want each other to lose. All right, yeah. Their bench is very solid. Tiana Hawkins, Maisha Hines-Allen, Lee Mong, Shatori Walker-Kimbrough all got good minutes while they were injured. You're absolutely right, Yukini. So they've got the experience. And we're off, people. And we're off. I like these Amazon Prime games. 3 minutes after 10 on the East Coast, and we're off. Washington gets the tip, and Natasha Cloud with the ball. Over to Brittany Sykes. Brittany Sykes gets a screen from Elena. Over to Natasha. Natasha, hop step. Oh, tries to pass it to Shakira and gets the ball stolen. Aces have the ball. Jackie Young over to Kelsey. Over to Chelsea Gray in the corner. Guarded by Brittany Sykes. Over to A'ja Wilson. Foul line extended. She tries to pass it. Gets deflected by Ariel. Kelsey Plum pump fake. Left hand dribble. She gets fouled. And it's the first foul of the game on Ariel Atkins. First foul of the game on Ariel Atkins. Man, this is good. I got both games on right now. I'm in heaven right now. We looking good. Ball back in play with the Aces. Oh, Kelsey Plum almost hits a fan in the front row, and the ball goes out of bounds. So 2 turnovers to start the game for both teams. She almost knocked out one of them courtside fans. Jeez. Okay, is the ball inbounded? Ball inbounded, I think. Can you take the ball out? Yeah, Elena Deladon with the ball. Elena Deladon baseline jumper, and Jackie Young with the rebound. They were over here showing the coach of the Mystics, and the game was going on. I don't know what they're doing. Aces with the ball. Chelsea Gray right side of the floor, guarded by Ariel. She rejects the screen from A'ja, goes to the basket. They bring the double over to A'ja Wilson, top of the key 3. She doesn't shoot it. She drives, and scores. Tough layup by A'ja, drives from the 3-point line on Brittany Sykes and gets the basket. It's 2-0 Aces. Natasha Cloud with the ball. Natasha, scoop move on Kelsey Plum, smokes the layup. Hey, Beulah, what's going on? What's going on? If the Sparks lose, they go to 9th seed. Chicago takes the 8th seed. Aces with the ball. Chelsea Gray, no look pass to Jackie Young. She goes across the lane, doesn't get the foul call. Shakira Austin rebound. Shakira Austin pushing. Over to Brittany Sykes. Over to Ariel Atkins. Lefty 3. Bang, bang. Ariel Atkins got the Mystics on the board. It's 3-2 Mystics. Defense to offense. That's how the Mystics play. Aces with the ball. A'ja Wilson at the foul line. A'ja Wilson drives, left-hand dribble, pulls up, misses the midi. Shakira Austin, another rebound. Shakira Austin brings the ball up the floor. Shakira Austin, guarded by Kia Stokes. She drives, tries to hit a spin move, almost turns it over, and they call a jump ball between Shakira Austin and Kelsey Plum. Let me fix this right quick for us so we can keep an eye on leading scorers, rebounds, and assists here. So it's a jump ball. Kelsey Plum and Shakira Austin by the Mystics basket. And Kelsey Plum just concedes that she's not going to win that and gets a violation. So it's Mystics ball, side out of bounds. Right, Elena Deladon inbounding, and she inbounds to Shakira Austin to start the clock. Over to Ariel, back to Deladon. Deladon drives on Kia Stokes. Pump fake, passes out to Natasha Cloud. She's guarded by Kelsey. She stops. Over to Shakira Austin. 2 seconds left. Natasha throws it up and misses. Jackie Young the rebound. It's looking like a repeat of the last game they played. Chelsea Gray, transition 3. Oh, Chelsea Gray for 3. And the Aces retake the lead, 5-3. RC got his Minnesota logo up now. What's going on, bro? What's going on, man? Chilling, man. Just watching. I got both games on that are on right now. I'm trying to see these playoff seeding, playoff positioning. It's Washington ball. Ariel Atkins guarded by Chelsea Gray. She goes across over, hop step, and Chelsea Gray with the strip. A'ja Wilson picks it up. Good defense. Kelsey Plum over to Jackie. Jackie slows it down. Over the top of the key, back to Chelsea. Chelsea in the post to A'ja Wilson. She pump fakes. They bring the double team. Kelsey Plum over to A'ja. A'ja back in the mid post. A'ja drives. They call the reach. Foul and 1. A'ja Wilson. And A'ja gets fouled going to the line for the old-fashioned 3-point play. Yeah, it was a reach on Natasha Cloud. And A'ja Wilson goes across the face of the paint. Left-handed, but went right. But comes back to her left on the shot and scores. Beulah, will the Liberty take first place? The Liberty, if the Aces lose tonight, the Liberty will be a game back of the Aces for first place. We'd be tied in the loss column with 7 games each. RC says, I'm a Timberwolves fan, just like you, Heat fan. Yeah, I respect it. A'ja Wilson hits the free throw, and the ball's back in play with the Mystics. Natasha Cloud, top of the key, over to Brittany Sykes. She drives hard. They called a foul on Jackie Young. So Brittany Sykes going to the line for free throws. So Jackie Young, her first foul. So I think it's 2 fouls on the Mystics, 1 foul on the Aces so far. Score is 8-3, Vegas up. Brittany Sykes at the line. She hits the first free throw. Yeah, Nelson. Prior to the loss to Liberty, Aces were 30-0 when scoring 79 or more points. Yeah, records are meant to be broken. Brittany Sykes hits the second free throw, and we're back in play. Quickly up the court to Chelsea Gray from Kelsey Plum. Alicia Clark going to the scorers table to check in. Chelsea Gray over to A'ja Wilson by the foul line. Over to Kelsey. Back to A'ja. A'ja midi cash. I didn't even see that Maisha Hines-Allen had checked into the game. And Tiana Hawkins. I forgot. Elena Deladon and Shakira are on a minutes restriction. They're trying to manage their minutes. Aces up 10-5. Sykes pull up 3, misses. Chelsea Gray lets the ball go out of bounds. Let me fix the clock here. It's 5 minutes, 50 seconds here. So Maisha Hines-Allen and Tiana Hawkins in the game for Elena and Shakira. Ball back in play. Alicia Clark in the game for Kia Stokes of the Aces. Jackie Young pull up 3, short. Tiana Hawkins rebound. Tiana Hawkins pushing the ball up the court. Tiana Hawkins, hand off to Brittany Sykes, over to Natasha Cloud on the 3-point line. Tiana Hawkins sets the screen. She slips over to Brittany Sykes again. Brittany Sykes dribbling. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Brittany Sykes, pull-up jumper, cash. Brittany Sykes hits the long 2. It's 10-7. 10-7. Ball back and play with the Aces. Alicia Clark over to Jackie Young on the 3-point line. Back to Alicia Clark. Long 2. Alicia Clark short. Asia Wilson crashes the board. Gets her rebound. Puts it back in. Asia Wilson doing damage early. RC says, I'm glad you're calling the game because you can't watch tonight's game. It's only the second or third game of the season that I can't watch. And I respect it. Brittany Sykes misses a layup. I got you, RC. Jackie Young transition. No, she over to the Chelsea Gray for 3. Cashes it in. And it looks like a timeout has been called by the Mystics. Did they call it or they call it delay a game? They took oh no, they didn't call a timeout. Ball back in play, and we put that timeout back. Natasha Cloud brings it up the court, and now they call a timeout. I knew the timeout was coming. I don't know why you just accept it. All right. So with 4 minutes, 41 seconds to go in the first quarter, the Aces are up 15-7. Chelsea Gray just hit that last 3. Mystics call a timeout, so I can officially take their timeout away now. I knew that I like I was saying in the pregame, the Aces coming off a loss, 2-game losing streak, longest losing streak of the season. They would come out with something to prove. The Mystics still working back their players from injury. Their main players, Elena especially, are on minutes restrictions to manage them until they get to the postseason. So I expected the Aces at home, where they've only lost 1 time, to come out strong. And we're in timeout right now. Actually in timeout in both games right now. I was going to talk about this other game that's going on. The Seattle Storm versus the Sparks. Seattle's up 10-8 right now. LaShawn, what's goody? Salute, was good. Thanks for tuning in as always. I'm chilling here watching both W games on right now. Hopefully it's a good one. Like the game on Tuesday that came down to the wire. If you were here, you remember that Chicago Sky LA Sparks game on Tuesday. It was a late start, but it came down to the final bucket when Chicago got a defensive stop. Sparks had 3 attempts at the basket for the game and smoked them all. So with a Sparks loss tonight, Chicago moves into that 8th seed. LA moves down to the 9 seed. RC says next week, the final week of the season. I'm guessing I also know when the season about to end because the weather starts taking a dip. Yeah, man. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. All right. We're still in commercial here. It looks like they're coming back from commercial from the Storm Sparks game. The Sparks are at home. They can't lose back-to-back home games, especially against a eliminated Seattle team. So be interesting to see what they do here. All right, they're coming back into Las Vegas game here. It should be Mystics ball. They called a timeout. Yeah, that was a tight call, LaShawn. That it looked like that's a tough call. It's cool that they didn't call it, but that was a tough one. She sort of looked like she barreled right through her, but it looked like JC sort of flopped a little bit as well. Natasha Cloud drives. They call a foul, and Natasha Cloud to the line. Fouled by Sydney Colson's in the game. Recently, it looks like Becky's getting a lot of her bench in earlier into the game. So Sydney Colson into the game. Ooh, that looks clean. That looked like good defense, but they call it anyway. Natasha Cloud hits the first free throw. That looked like good defense by Sydney. To answer your question, LaShawn, I just beat around the bush. If it was my team, I would be tight the foul wasn't called, but I can see why they didn't call it. Natasha hits the second. It's 15-9. Aces with the ball. Asia Wilson, foul line jumper, gets fouled by Maisha, hits the foul, hits the shot off the backboard, banks it in from the foul line, and won. Asia Wilson being aggressive early, 17-9. Yeah, Maisha Hines Allen gets right up under her, invades the landing space. Asia banks it in from straight on, and she hits the free throw. 18-9. Aces with a good start, but we know Washington, they'll come along if you let them hang around um, long enough. Excuse me. Tiana Hawkins over to Natasha Cloud. Cross court to Brittany Sykes. They run into zone, the Aces are. Maisha Hines Allen for three, and she knocks in a three. You can't let the Mystics hang around. 18-12. Aces went to a zone there. Maisha Hines Allen, corner three in front of her bench. Alicia Clark over to Jackie. Jackie with the pump fake, guarded by Brittany Sykes. Jackie Young, left hand dribble, stops. Over to Asia Wilson. ISO'd with Tiana Hawkins. She goes crossover. Over to Jackie. Jackie, top of the key, three, misses. Shatori Walker-Kimbrough in the game right now. I didn't even recognize. Shatori's in the game. Who's she coming the game for? Oh, Brittany Sykes goes to the basket. Left hand layup. And it's 18-14. Shatori Walker-Kimbrough in the game for Ariel Atkins. That's who she's in the game for. Chelsea Gray with the ball. Over to Sydney Colson. Corner three. Sydney Colson misses. Shatori with another rebound. Nelson says Arsenal drew with Sevilla, PSV, and Lens for the Champions League. Yeah, I saw that. I saw the drawing. That looks like a favorable group for us, Nelson. Favorable group. Brittany Sykes, top of the key three, and she misses. And Asia Wilson, another rebound. Over to Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray brings the ball past half court, picks up her dribble down in the post to Alicia Clark, guarded by Natasha Cloud. And they call a foul on the Mystics. Brittany Sykes being aggressive early. She knows she's going to have to do the scoring when Elena and Ariel are on the bench. As I say that, Brittany Sykes goes to the bench. They probably brought Lee Mung in the game, did they? Oh, no, they brought Christy Tolliver in the game for Brittany Sykes. Asia Wilson with the ball. Over to Jackie Young. Jackie Young over to Sydney. Sydney to Kelsey. Kelsey Plum drives. Goes over to Alicia Clark. Alicia Clark, long two. Rattles in and out. That was halfway down. Mystics back with the ball. Christy Tolliver. Handoff to Shatori. To Maisha Hines Allen. Guarded by Jackie Young. She posts her up from the foul line and misses the bank layup. Alicia Clark with the rebound over to Kelsey Plum. Kelsey Plum. In and out dribble. Oh, she fumbles it. Picks it back up. Passes it to Asia at the 3-point line. Asia probing. Asia crossover on Maisha. Drives, hop step, and finishes with the right hand. Good finish by Asia. She's being aggressive. 20-14. Asia Wilson being aggressive early. Yeah, their whole team is back, LaShawn. All those injured players, they all back. Natasha Cloud, corner three, misses. Hey, Mom, what's going on? Alicia Clark over to Asia Wilson. Over to Jackie Young, comes off the curl. Foul line jumper, misses. Maisha Hines Allen fumbles it, but secures the rebound. Yeah, Beulah, if the Aces lose to the Mystics, that'll be good for us. Christy Tolliver down to Maisha Hines Allen, gets stripped by Sydney Colson, but turns it right over. Tiana Hawkins over to Shatori in the corner. Top of the key, Natasha. Oh, Sydney Colson with the steal. Sydney Colson, fast break layup, and the Aces scored. That was great defense by them, 22-14. Sydney Colson shot the gap, stole it, and went coast to coast for the wide open layup. 22-14. Aisha Hines Allen over to Natasha. They run in the zone. Shatori, corner three, and she's short. It bounces twice, and Christy Tolliver gets the rebound. Under a minute to go now, guys, in the first quarter. They call a illegal screen on Maisha Hines Allen, and they turn the ball over. 22-14. Aces up. 57 seconds to go in the first. Aces being Asia in particular being real aggressive. Sydney Colson spark off the she's a live wire. She came off the bench and got a nice steal for them. Ball back in play, sorry. Kelsey Plum over to Jackie Young. They call another foul on the Mystics. I think that's their fourth team foul. First foul in the last 2 minutes. Lineups lineup on the floor is Kia Stokes, Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young, Alicia Clark, Sydney Colson. Oh, they turned the ball over actually. So Aces turned the ball over, so it wasn't a foul. Let me take a foul away from them. Natasha Cloud down to Elena Deladon back in the game, guarded by Kia Stokes. Natasha Cloud, back to Elena Deladon on the 3-point line. Good defense by Kia. Double from Jackie. She swings through the double and misses the bank shot. 28 seconds to go. My clock's a little behind. I started it late. It's Aces ball, 22-14. Kelsey Plum standing by half court, guarded by Tiana Hawkins. 3 seconds between the shot clock and game clock. We're at 10 seconds. Kelsey Plum, corner to Sydney Colson. Crossover, pull up, mid-range. Oh, Sydney Colson did a crossover between the legs, hits the midi. They up 10. 5 seconds. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. 1 second. And they don't even get a shot off. And at the end of the first quarter, Las Vegas up 24-14. Sydney Colson came off the bench, gave him a good 4 points, defensive energy, just energizing the crowd, and just hit a crossover right in front of her bench. The bench was over here giving her props. Looking at the chat, LaShawn says, "What happens if we end the season with the same record, given the series is tied?" According to the rules here, the second tiebreaker procedure is the better winning percentage against all teams with a 500 record or better. So they'll look at all the teams over 500, which would be, at this moment, it's Connecticut and Dallas and Washington. Right now it's just Connecticut and Dallas over 500. They'll look at the record against them, and that will be the next criteria. But if that's tied, they go down to better point differential in games net, a bunch of jargon. Better point differential in games net result of total points scored. No, this is foolishness. I'm not even gonna read that. It shouldn't get to that third point because that sounds like foolishness. RC says Sydney Colson is actually playing some. It's unreal. It's surreal to me. They used to call this woman the human. Bro, I called her the human checkered flag on a couple streams. Yeah, LaShawn, the Aces, with only losing that many games, we probably won't win that second tiebreaker. But you never know. I was calling Sydney Colson the human checkered flag. Like, you only see it when they getting smoked or they smoking. But Becky's starting to play them a lot more and a lot earlier in the game, so they can, I guess, get some more minutes. But I saw her play against New York on Monday. She was bringing energy, fouling a lot, hit a couple threes, but she was brought some energy, and especially because Kelsey Plum in that game was in foul trouble. All right, I got the stuff set for the second quarter. We should be good in that regard. Looking at this Seattle, LA, it looks like they crap in the bed. They down 22-10 at home. As I say that, they score 22-12 at the end of the first quarter at home. Playoff lives on the line. Listen, it look like they don't want it. I don't know what's going on. There's still a long way to go, but Seattle got nothing to play for. They just playing spoiler right now. It looked like Chicago might sneak and take that 8th seed. RC says, if someone gave me a Kia Stokes jersey, I was like, use it as a bib while eating chili. A bit savage, but Kia just not did. I know she gives effort on defense, but offense, yeah. You're playing 4 and 5 on offense when she's on the floor. To keep it 100 with you, she is a liability. She's on the floor for the defensive end. And ball's back in play with the Aces to start the second quarter. Lineup is Kelsey Plum, Kayla George, Sydney Colson, Kia Stokes, and Chelsea Gray. Sydney Colson over to Kayla George, over to Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray, step back 3, and off the front of the rim, Ariel Atkins rebound. This man said he rocked Kia Stokes jersey in the car only. This man gonna wear the jersey in the car to the game. and then take it off before you go inside. That's crazy, bro. Mystics with the ball. Brittany Sykes, Lee Mung, Elena Deladon, Ariel Atkins as she scores a 2. And Shakira Austin. 24-16. Kelsey Plum over to Sydney Colson. Rejects the screen from Kia Stokes. Kia Stokes, handoff to Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray probing on Ariel. They run a sort of a zone 2, the Mystics. Sydney Colson, wide open 3. And she misses. Rebound, Elena. EDD with the ball over to Brittany. Brittany Sykes down to Shakira. Shakira got to go to work. You got Chelsea Gray on you. Up, under, Shakira banks it in. So you got to go to work, Shakira. 24-18. Oh, good defense by Lee Mung on the pass from Kayla George, and it goes out of bounds off the Mystics. All right, cool. They're making a sub. Alicia Clark in the game for Sydney Colson. So Sydney Colson goes to the bench. And ball's inbounded to the Aces. Kelsey Plum, left-hand dribble over to Chelsea Gray. Corner 3. She's shooting them tonight, and she bangs one in. 27-18 Mystics. Aces. Aces up 9. What's this girl name? Brittany Sykes, in and out dribble. Shakira's wide open. They miss her. Lee Mung for 3. She misses, and Kia Stokes with the rebound. Yeah, Natasha Cloud, super inconsistent. It was a kickball, stays Aces ball. Kickball by the Mystics. Mystics are 4 for 16 in this game. Yeah, Natasha Cloud, super inconsistent. Tiana Hawkins in the game for Elena Deladon. Ball back in play with the Aces. Chelsea Gray over to Kia Stokes. Alicia Clark trying to get in the post on Lee Mung. She's playing good D. Oh, they call a foul on Lee Mung, I believe. Yeah, foul on Lee Mung. Ball back in play with the Aces. Alicia Clark in the paint. Out to Kia Stokes. To Chelsea Gray. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Kayla George, you got to shoot it. Wide open 3. She misses. Brittany Sykes rebound. Yeah, RC, game's far from over, but the Aces are playing better. Brittany Sykes gets fouled by Kayla George. She's playing defense with her hands and fouls Brittany Sykes. I think that's the first foul of the quarter for the Aces. Mystics inbounding the ball. Ariel Atkins with the rock. Ariel Atkins to Lee Mung. Lee Mung drives. She gets ripped by Kelsey Plum. Kelsey Plum with the rip on Lee Mung. They bring it up the court quickly. Over to Kayla George. Wide open 3 for Kayla George. Oh, she hits the 3. 30-18. Aces up. 4 steals by the Aces so far in this game. Defense is turning into offense. Lee Mung over to Brittany Sykes. Brittany Sykes on Kia Stokes. She drives. Good pass to Tiana Hawkins. She throws it up. Misses. Rebound Kia Stokes. Over to Kelsey Plum. Kelsey Plum brings the ball up the court. To Kayla George. Kayla George tried to find Alicia Clark in the corner. Turns it over. A kickball by Kayla George. She should have just took the open jumper. She tried to do something fancy. Looks like Kia Stokes is coming out of the game. I'm assuming it's Asia. Well, yep, Asia Wilson back in. Beulah says, I want Aces to lose. Me too. Sorry, RC. I want that 1 seed. Aces with the ball. Mystics with the ball. 30-18. Ariel Atkins with the ball over to Shakira Austin. They call a 3 in the key on the Aces. So it's a technical free throw by the Mystics. Let's see who will shoot it. Probably Ariel Atkins, I would assume. Yep, Ariel Atkins at the line. See, I know my W stuff. Ariel hits the free throw. Score is 30-19. 6:44 to go. They're really limiting. Man, I should have bet the under on all Elena props if I really wanted to bet on her. Ball back into the Mystics. Sykes dribbles off her foot and turns the ball over. They're really managing. LaShawn says, do we really want the 1 seed? Steal by the Mystics. Aces turn it over. Ariel Atkins on the break. Eurostep floater. Good. Defense to offense for both these teams. 30-21. It looks like a timeout might have been called. Yeah, Becky calls a timeout. LaShawn, I want a 1 seed because I want 1 seed throughout the whole playoffs. I mean, I want the, home court advantage throughout the whole playoffs. But if we have to, I think if the what's their name? If the Mystics stay in that 4-5 range, I think we would play them second round. I think that's how the brackets work. When's your next Liberty stream gonna be? Next Liberty stream is on Sunday when we play the Chicago Sky on the road. That's the next Liberty stream. Yeah, the Phoenix Mercury are, yeah. It was funny. I was watching that game on the way home from work, and when I got home, they were up at points, I think until like halftime. And then slowly but surely the lead squandered away. Ty Harris came off the bench, gave the Sun 18 points off the bench. Alyssa Thomas didn't even have really a good game. She had double-double, 12 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. Dewana had 15. It was like a balanced scoring effort from them, but they didn't really need to score a lot of points. Excuse me, because Phoenix is not good. They have nothing to play for. Diana didn't play. What's her name? Brittany Griner didn't really do too much. And then the rest of their pieces, they're not that good, honestly. They're not good enough to get you consistent wins. Sophie Cunningham is hurt. So that team, they have a lot to think about in the offseason. Well, it all banks on what Diana decides to do. If she decides to come back again, I don't know what she's going to decide to do. So it'll be interesting on her decision. I will. The Liberty do play tomorrow against the Sun. The Sun on a back-to-back, so hopefully we can run them out the gym at home. I won't be at that game. I can't make that game. But I will have a recap video out for that after I'm able to watch it fully through. Should be out before the Chicago game on Sunday. That's at 3 p.m. I think that game starts, or 3 or 4 p.m. So be on the lookout for that. LaShawn says Phoenix playing for Clark. They want Clark to replace Diana. I mean, whoa, that would be insane. It looks like the Sparks are making a little run here. That look like a carry. They don't call it though. Ball back in play with the Aces. Lineup is Chelsea Gray, Kelsey Plum, Asia Wilson, Kayla George, Alicia Clark. Kayla George for 3, and she misses from right in front of her bench. Rebound, Brittany Sykes. Sykes with the rock. Sykes looking. Hits Ariel on the curl. Ariel, foul line jumper, gets blocked by Asia. Asia Wilson with the block. Over to Kelsey. They don't have numbers. Kelsey slows it down. Over to Chelsea Gray. She's chucking threes tonight. Oh, she's short. Hits off the side of the rim and goes out of bounds. So we stopped the clock, my bad. I'm over here chatting. The Seattle games, Sparks have closed the gap. It's 24-18 now. Ball in play with the Mystics. Sykes, Maisha Hines Allen, Shatori Walker Kimbrough, Tiana Hawkins, Natasha Cloud. Shatori over to Sykes. Sykes down to Tiana Hawkins. She pump fakes. top of the key, Shatori for three. Shatori rims out, and Alicia Clark with the rebound. Over to Kelsey Plum. Do the Liberty have the Aces number, Kyda Thomas? The season series is tied 2-2. Chelsea Gray hits a tough layup, no foul call. They up 32-21. I would say they have the confidence they know that they could beat him. Shatori Walker misses a three. She's had some wide open threes and missed them. But Kita, sorry, let me know how to pronounce your name. Aisha Hands Allen misses a foul line jumper, and Aces have the ball. But I don't think they have their number. I think they match up with them really well. Chelsea Gray comes down, crossover, hits the two. Aces, I think this might be their largest lead of the night. 34-21, 13-point lead. Tiana Hawkins drop off to Brittany Sykes, goes up strong. They call a foul on Chelsea Gray. Foul on Chelsea Gray. Beulah says Phoenix Mercury have bright future. Depends on what you call a bright future. Depends on that. RC says LaShawn, LOL, I literally just Clark, please go anywhere but there. That would be nuts, bro. If she ends up on Phoenix. That would be wild. They lose one scorer for another. The cycle continues. Brittany Sykes hits the free throw. Yeah, Caitlin Clark, and then Phoenix already has a good turnout. They're good in their ticket sales are always good. So Caitlin Clark just adds even more to that. Brittany Sykes hits both free throws. 11-point game. Back to the Aces. Oh, good pass from Chelsea. Oh, foul by Brittany Sykes. And on Kelsey Plum, she got beat on the backdoor cut, and Brittany Sykes with the foul. That was a good give and go between Chelsea, and Brittany Sykes comes around and smacks her arm. I'm super surprised they didn't say, oh, let's go review that. Kelsey Plum, oh, she misses the free throw. It goes around the whirl and drops out. Score is 34-23. As I say that, I'm looking at the other game. The Sparks had a 4-point deficit. Now it's back up to 11. Terrible. Kelsey Plum hits the second free throw. Sparks don't want it. But it's still a long game to go. Long way to go. Who had a song like that? Got a long way to go. Was that Cassie? I can't remember. Natasha Cloud over to Maisha Hines Allen double cross. Elena Deladon. Natasha Cloud for three. Clank. Brick squad. Maisha Hines Allen with the save. And Chelsea Gray with the steal off the save. Chelsea Gray stops. Midi. Pull up. Short. And Brittany Sykes with the rebound. Crossover by Brittany Sykes gets fouled by Kelsey Plum. LaShawn says Seattle trying hard for Clark or Brink too. Not the way they playing tonight. It looks like they're trying to win this game. Yeah, horrible guard play except for Lloyd. Ball back in play in this game. Natasha Cloud with the ball. Kelsey tries to fight over. Kelsey had the layup. Natasha had the layup. 7 seconds on the clock. Elena Deladon guarded by Kelsey Plum. She shoots. Midi. Foul line jumper. Elena Deladon. Boy, what a scorer. 35-25. Alicia Clark with the ball. And they call another foul on the Mystics. Looking at the comments. Says, since you're watching the game, Jay, do you see the Aces playing with a sense of urgency and efficient, or are the Mystics just looking funky tonight? The Mystics have missed a lot of wide open shots, but the Aces are being very aggressive. Asia Wilson started off aggressive. Jackie Young and Kelsey haven't really done anything, but as I say that, Asia Wilson turns the ball over. Sorry. And Maisha Hines Allen brings the ball up the court over to Natasha Cloud. Over to Elena. Elena drives on Asia. One leg floater. They call a foul on Asia Wilson. Shooting foul on Asia Wilson. And Elena going to the line. LaShawn Murray says, horrible selection from Quinn. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what she was going for with the guard she brought in. But RC says, bro, did you just say Cassie? She should have been so much more. One hit, one mixtape. Yeah. Yeah, bro. That's Cassie, a blast from the past. Elena Deladon misses a free throw. The first free throw. Who thought Nurse Turner Whitcomb would be good? They brought Whitcomb back for the vibes, for the past. Kia Nurse, I was never sold on her. And Elena Deladon hits the second free throw. Back to a 9-point game. Ball inbounds. Yvonne Turner, yeah, that was a questionable one. The Aces almost turned the ball over, but Natasha cannot secure the steal. That's why what's the girl that left? Jade Melbourne said, yo, I'm out. Y'all, this team is trash. I'm going back to play wherever she was at. Ball back at play. Aces ball. Jackie Young over to Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray floater short and misses. Maisha Hines-Allen with the rebound. Chelsea Gray got into the paint, hit them with the fake pass, tried to float it, missed it. Brittany Sykes over to Natasha Cloud, goes back door, gets a layup. 35-28. Yeah, the Aces are turning the ball over a lot. Oh, it looked like Kelsey carried. They don't call it. Chelsea Gray over to Asia Wilson shooting a three. Oh, Asia. Okay, that's how you feeling tonight, Asia. Okay, cool. Back to a 10-point game. Asia Wilson knocks down a three. Elena Deladon with the ball, guarded by Alicia Clark. Handoff to Shatori. She's been struggling. She's missed a lot of wide open threes tonight. Maisha Hines-Allen high-low with Elena. Elena in the paint. Fall-away jumper. Too strong. Jackie Young with the rebound. Jackie Young over to Chelsea. Chelsea over to Jackie. Jackie over to Kelsey. Corner for Alicia Clark. And it almost bounces in. Natasha Cloud with the rebound. Natasha Cloud pushing the ball. Crossover. And they call a foul. Oh, they call a timeout. The Mystics call a timeout. Excuse me. So, with a minute 59 to go, it's a 10-point game. Aces up 10. Looking at the comments, RC says, Beulah, I'd rather see Chelsea shooting nonstop than Kelsey. Now, at the game, Kelsey hit the side of the backboard, bro. That was wild. Like, shooting a corner three deep in the corner. Literally hit the back smack side of the backboard. I was like, yeah, get her out of here. Or she was one of us that night on Monday. Beulah says Whitcomb should stay with the Liberty. Yeah, that would have been a nice guard play. Sammy Whitcomb off the bench, but maybe she wanted to start. Who knows? Or maybe the money wasn't right. That's another thing. Keita Thomas, I wish Asia shot a few more threes. Nothing crazy, like 3 or 4 a game. Yeah, I think as her career progresses, she'll start to expand a little bit more to the shooting a little bit more threes. Right now, I think she's shooting maybe 1 3 a game, if that. She's probably averaging a half a 3 a game over the season. RC says Asia Wilson stretching the floor. You don't say. yeah, bro. She just hit the 3. Deladon got hurt. What you talking about, mama? I saw her grimacing. Yeah, Elena Deladon is Mrs. Glass. I feel bad for her, but bro, they try to baby her so much, and it just doesn't work out. Let me see. My folks Underdog said that she got hurt. Let me see what they talking about. Underdog Fantasy. Underdog WNBA, I should say. Nah, they haven't reported anything yet, Ma. So I'll keep us updated if she was hurt. Oh, you said she from Seattle. Oh, and yeah, I know she used to play for them. I thought ain't she Australian? Ken says I need Cloud to come through. Cloud struggling, my boy. Thanks for tuning in, but Cloud struggling. But the real question is, New York, can New York afford Quigley? You think Quiggs just said, yo, I'm retiring to get off that Chicago team and I'm gonna come join my wife again? Then Quiggs comes off the bench. That would be nuts, though. Another 3-point threat off the bench. I was looking at the Liberty contract situation, I think earlier today when I was on the train or something. And they have a lot of contracts expiring end of the season. So they'll have a lot. I think the only people under contract are Sabrina, Sloot, and Niara Sabali. So we're going to have a lot of open space and probably the funds to make moves. I think Brianna Stewart stays. I wonder what Jonquil's gonna do. See if she stays. I hope she didn't just come here for one season. But everybody else, I wonder what's gonna happen with that. Um, I hope Marine stays too. Marine, I don't know if Marine will want to go find a different team where she can get more minutes. But Hanshu, who knows? Hanshu might be like, nah, y'all ain't playing me. I'm going somewhere else. It's gonna be very interesting. Ball back at play. Shakira Austin in the paint. Shoots a turnaround jumper, tries to bank it in and misses. Alicia Clark with the rebound over to Kelsey Plum. RC says Del Don and Kawhi got this all the skills in the world but can't stay on the floor. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Asia Wilson pull up jumper misses. Shakira with the rebound. Keita Thomas, Laney stays, gotta stay. Laney gotta stay, bro. I was I don't know if you guys been watching the Liberty Unlocked series that they've been released. The teams have been releasing. They had the Benigja Laney series this week, and the way the GM Jonathan Kolb talks about Laney, I would be shocked if they don't pay her. Aces with the ball. Asia Wilson step back. Asia Wilson, oh, it rattles in for Asia. There's under a minute to go, guys. Aces up 40-28. Nah, RC, no way. Natasha Cloud for 3 on. Natasha Cloud misses the 3 and the ball just bounces back to the Mystics. Lee Mung with the pump fake. Lee Mung floater. Lee Mung misses the layup. Shakira Austin rebound, put back, foul, and 1. I think the Mystics are in the bonus now. That's 5 team fouls. If y'all win the chip, the bulk probably resign. Yeah, if we win the chip, you absolutely right, RC. If we win the chip, everybody will be like, oh, this worked. Let's take pay cuts or whatever the case may be. Shakira Austin at the line and misses the free throw. Ball back in play. And Becky calls a timeout. Becky was like, yo, what are y'all doing, bro? A lot of teams will pay Laney, I think. Yeah. A lot of teams. She's a oh, it looks like Candace Parker's on the bench. It looks like she leaning over though. She not really she ain't coming back, y'all. She is not coming back. But back to the comments. Keita said a lot of teams will pay Laney, I think. But I think Laney will see how New York took care of her when other teams didn't want her. She played in Atlanta. She played in Indiana. And she's really developed her game on both sides of the floor. But we'll see. We'll see. I hope we keep her. LaShaw says MJ and Han don't look like they would stay in the league outside of New York. Possibly. I think MJ especially. I think she's comfortable, super comfortable in New York. It's the only team she's ever played for here in the States. Beulah says Mystics need to regroup at halftime. Mystics, yeah, they do. They're struggling right now. It's hard. It's hard the way they're the minutes are going because Elena comes in for 3 minutes. Yeah, Candace is over here limping. Yeah. She is not coming back at all. Keita, yeah. CP not coming back. Y'all definitely need her. If y'all need her, that brings y'all up another level. Chelsea gets the ball barely in. She almost got a 5-second violation. Kelsey Plum, they force her right. She goes right. Alicia Clark to Jackie Young. Jackie Young hasn't really done anything, and she misses a floater, Jackie Young. Shot clock turned off, 20 seconds to go. Mystics ball. They have a chance to cut this down to single digits. 14 seconds, 13, 12, 11. Natasha Cloud with the ball, guarded by Kelsey. 8 seconds on the clock. 7, 6. Natasha Cloud still dribbling by the 3-point line. Gets the screen from Shakira. She picks up her dribble. 2 seconds. 1 second. Shatori and misses. That was a bad possession. And at the end of the second quarter, Aces hold a 40-30 lead, 10-point lead at half. The largest lead was 13. It's a 10-point game though. This other game is also coming to an end. To halftime. Seattle beating the Sparks 36-27. 45 seconds left in the second quarter. Jewel Lloyd with the ball. Jewel Lloyd down to kickball. Okay, there's a kickball. Yeah. People keep asking me that. Is like, is CP3 gonna return? I'm like, if she could. Man said RoboCop's feet. This guy's crazy. Yeah, they just showed her on the camera for an extended period. Like, she was limping back to sit down. Yeah. I mean, she old. It's gonna take a little bit for that foot surgery to heal. So I wouldn't put any money on her coming back. You got to play with the hand you're dealt right now, ACES fans. Yeah. So we're at halftime now. 40-30. Still early. I think the coach of the Mystics, Eric Tebow, is gonna go in there and rip into his team. I expect to see Elena a little bit more in the second half. She only played a few minutes. But we'll take a look at that shortly. I'm looking at the comments. Not she old. I remember CP in her prime. No, I remember CP in her prime too. Clearly, CP was that one. She was the one. But listen, Father Time comes for us all. Comes for us all. And when you get injured when you're older, it takes a little bit longer to rehab and recover. So, listen. If she can, more power to her, but I don't see it happening unless they make it. And I don't think if they make it to the finals and she's ready, do they just throw her in there? She hasn't played basketball in months. That's another decision to make. She's a veteran. She'll be able to adapt, but that conditioning, running up and down the floor, all that's a little different, you know? But we shall see. Marcy says maybe if all the playoff series are best of 7, she might return. And with the way the playoff format is, no chance. Thanks, Keita. Appreciate it. Appreciate the good, kind words. Like I always do on the stream, we're gonna take a look at the box score. See what the vibe is over here. Let's take a look right quick. All right, cool. So at halftime, 40-30. Vegas outscored them 24-14 in that first quarter, and they tied 16-16 in the second. So that's why that 10-point lead has stayed a 10-point lead. Looking at the Mystics, we got Elena Deladon, only 9 minutes out of a possible 20 minutes in the first half. 1 for 4, 1 for 2 from the line, 3 points. Nothing crazy. Shakira Austin also on a minutes restriction, only 8 minutes out of a possible 20. 4 points, 5 rebounds. At least she's doing her thing on the boards. Natasha Cloud, 16 minutes. Terrible shooting numbers. 1 for 6, 4 points, 1 rebound, 2 turnovers. She doesn't even have an assist. And you know that's Natasha Cloud's calling card. Brittany Sykes, 15 minutes, 8 points, 4 for 4 from the line, 2 for 5 from the field, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. And Ariel Atkins, 8 points, 3 of 5 shooting, 1 for 1 from 3, and a rebound and steal. Their bench, Tiana Hawkins in 11 minutes, no points, 2 rebounds. Maisha Hines-Allen hits that 1-3, has 4 rebounds, and 2 turnovers, 2 fouls as well. Christy Tolliver, also on a minutes restriction, 3 minutes, no points, 2 rebounds. Shatori Walker-Kimbrough, 0 for 4, 0 for 2, no points, 2 rebounds. Lee Mung, 6 minutes, 0 for 2, no points. Queen Egbo not in the game yet. Looking at the comments, CP not coming back. Yeah. Las Vegas Aces. Asia Wilson started off hot. She's up to 19 at half, on pace for another 40 piece. 19 points, 5 rebounds. Kia Stokes, 11 minutes. You know what we're gonna get from her in the points column. Donut 0 has 3 rebounds. Chelsea Gray, 13 points. 5 of 10 shooting, assists down, only 1 assist, only 1 rebound, 1 steal, 1 block. Kelsey Plum, 18 minutes, 1 point. Their backcourt is struggling. 1 point in 18 minutes. And Jackie Young, even worse, no points in 13 minutes. I don't know what to say. 0 for 5 for Jackie Young. She doesn't have it tonight. 4 rebounds though with 2 assists. Good for her on that. She has 3 fouls, so that could contribute to that as well. Alicia Clark off the bench, 14 minutes, no points, 5 rebounds. Kayla George, 3 points, hit that 1-3, 1 for 3. And Sydney Colson off the bench in 6 minutes, 4 points, 2 steals. Ace is shooting 47% from the field, 35% from 3, 75 from the line. Washington shooting 29.4% from the field, 16% from 3, 80% from the line. The rebounding battle, Mystics have 21, Aces have 19. Assist battle, Mystics with 6, Aces with 8. The turnover battle, Mystics have 7, and the Aces have 6. So that's why the score is the way it is right now. All right. So we are back. Jackie, man said Jackie O taking that O literally, bro. Jackie O with the donut. I'm weak. Yeah. So both games are at halftime now. Seattle up 38-29 on the 8th seeded Sparks. They need this win in order to stay in the 8th seed. If they lose tonight, they drop down to 9, as I've been saying the whole stream. Seattle, a team with nothing to play for, just trying to play spoiler here. Let me see who's doing work. Sammy Whitcomb, we were just talking about her, 14 points. So I should have took that bet on her. I was like, nah, no way she's scoring. 14 points for Sammy. Jewel Lloyd with 7 points, 7 assists. It looks like they're throwing doubles at her. Nobody else really doing nothing. Jordan Horston with 8.7 rebounds. For the Sparks, excuse me. Nneka Ogwumike. No, I'm looking at the what you call it, at the Seattle team now. I said Jade Melbourne. What was the other girl that was there with them and that dipped up out of there? I can't forget it. It was a point guard. I forgot her name. She was from overseas and she dipped like halfway through the season. If you remember, just put it in the comments for me. I don't know if somebody did already. It wasn't Jade Melbourne. It was somebody else. For the Sparks, Nneka 8.6 rebounds. They gonna need a lot more from her if they want the 8th seed. Jordan Canada with 2 points. That's terrible. Azare Stevens with 6. Yeah, this is just not looking good for them, honestly. Not looking good for the Sparks right now. Keita says, I like Becky giving Sid more minutes. We have no choice. Yeah. You had to. You have to. Yeah, Dojkic. There we go. Thank you, LaShawn. Appreciate you. Ivana Dojkic. Yeah, she was like, nah, this is what the W is like. Losing? I'm out. Shorty said, forfeit my contract, send me back to wherever she was playing at. So, you probably won't see Ivana Dojkic back in the league again. The Sparks play the Liberty next Thursday. I'll be at that game, so there'll be no watch along for that game. I will be at that game. Sparks Liberty, I think that's a 7 p.m. Eastern start next Thursday. When was the last time Shanae played? Shanae hasn't played in months. I can actually get the actual date for you since I'm on the Sparks thing right now. Last time Shanae played was June 28th against the Chicago Sky. June 28th. We're about to be in September. Well, yeah, in an hour we'll be in September. Lexi Brown out with non-COVID illness that's been affecting her majority of the season, so they ruled her out for the rest of the season. Got Nia Clouden out with an injury as well. I think Laisha Clarendon is out in health and safety protocols. Katie Lou Samuelson, is she even on the roster? They have her on the roster, but how is she even on the roster? Did she play? No, get out of here. I don't know what's going on. They got both Samuelson sisters on the roster. No, this is 2022. Katie Lou hasn't played this season. Why they got? I don't even know why she's on the roster still. Honestly, um, bro, I'm so upset with Kurt and the Sparks. Yeah, yeah, LaShawn. Yeah. Keita says I might slide to that game. Didn't want to go solo. My birthday. Nah, salute, bro. Happy early birthday. It should be a good one. The Aces game. I mean, it's the Aces, but that game was incredible. Crowd wise, everybody was there. It was packed up to the nosebleeds. But a Sparks game. I think. I mean, I'm gonna be there. It should be a good crowd, but I don't think. Of course, it's not gonna be as packed as the Aces. People want to see the heavyweights go at it. Ace is not so much of a heavyweight in this year, but we shall see. Happy early birthday to you, Kita. Hope you're able to make it. The rookies were the best players in preseason and cut them for injury prone Shanae. Yeah. It's that um when your best player is the sister, her name her thing goes, you feel me? Her way goes. Oh, Katie just had a baby. Thank you, Beulah. I went on the page, it just said out. So salute to Katie Lou. Just had a baby a couple months ago. I guess she on the maternity leave, like Sky Dig. All right, looks like they may be coming back shortly. Carolyn Peck and the other lady from the Aces commentator team chatting away. Um, yeah, always do that. Oh yeah, I didn't even talk about my shirt. It's not an ad. Another San Antonio Stars. You know Becky Hammond, Liberty legend, used to play for the. Well, we traded her to the Stars, so I had to throw it on for Becky tonight. Another tee from Homage. I got a lot of these vintage tees from Homage in the mail. I might throw another one on next stream. Another old team. What else I got? I got the Orlando Miracle tee. I might throw that on for the Connecticut Sun review. I got the Detroit Shock tee, the Utah Stars tee. I got a lot of the old defunct teams that were shuttered. Just to show some love for the WNBA. But yeah, throwing the stars for Becky today. Keita Tom says, I'm an Aces fan. This will be a tough road to repeat. Yeah, man. It's gonna be tough. Repeating is never easy, but especially with the amount of pieces you guys have lost due to injury or free agency or off the court issues, it's gonna be tough. Nah, Keita, don't ever say that, bro. Nah, Keita. Nah. I can't, bro. I can't co-sign that. I can't co-sign that. Sky Dig to the Ace is not. Hell no. Sky Dig. I'll take Sky Dig on the Liberty. Yeah, but nah, Sky Dig go to the Aces. That's different. Sky Dig on the Aces though. I mean, she's not as good as Sky is not as good of a shooter as Kelsey. Her and Chelsea sort of play the same point guard dominant role. It'll be interesting, but I don't want to see it. I don't want to find out. I lied, guys. They went back to commercial. Both games in commercial right now. While we have the time, let me look at tomorrow's schedule. Excuse me. Eating some grapes over here, trying to be healthy and whatnot. Tomorrow, Dallas plays Indiana. Indiana holding on to their playoff lives. Connecticut plays New York. And Atlanta plays Minnesota. Yeah, none of us can afford her. You're absolutely right. I mean, if she went out of Phoenix, she better take a pay cut. He said, I just had to turn the stream up. My bad. Oh man. Beulah says I need to buy a Raptors retro Vince Carter jersey. Good luck finding that. I don't know. You probably have to find it in like a thrift shop or something like that. Do they still? I doubt they still sell those like regularly. Um. Yeah. So interesting games tomorrow. Dallas, Indiana. Indiana, like I mentioned, holding on to their playoff lives. Um. If the Sparks come back and win, it doesn't matter what they do tomorrow anyway. Dallas, I think if they win tomorrow, they might clinch a playoff spot if they win tomorrow. New York trying to hang with the Aces for the number one seed and keep their distance from the Connecticut Sun. Atlanta and Minnesota, that's an interesting one. Atlanta, Minnesota. Atlanta's in the sixth seed right now. Minnesota in the seventh. They both have the same record. I think Atlanta has the tiebreaker. Yo, I hate this. They just came straight back from commercial and the ball is in play. Ball's in play, y'all. My bad. They do this all the time. They try to fit all these commercials in, and you start missing game action. Chelsea Gray with the ball with the Aces over the Kia. No way. Kia Stokes shot a three. I'm out. Ariel Atkins with the ball. Yo, that was hilarious. Kia Stokes shot a three. I mean, she was wide open. She's trying to see, like, I can contribute. Natasha Cloud over to Elena. Elena over to Ariel. Ariel tries to pass it back to Elena. Jackie Young with the steal. And then the Aces turn it back over. Elena down to Shakira. Shakira, left hand lay, scoop, and score. And oh no. Oh no. Shakira down hurt, grabbing her, what's that, her hammy. She's grabbing at her hammy. Oh no. Oh, she's in pain. Shakira is down hurt. Oh no. Shakira goes up for the left hand layup, gets fouled by Kia, falls awkwardly, and oh no, not again. Is that the same one the same side she hurt? She's in pain, grabbing the back of her hamstring. Yikes. Oh yeah, she's in pain. She is in pain, but she's getting up. They're helping her up. Um, she's catching her breath. She's on her own 2 feet. Oh, I didn't even turn the volume back up. My bad. I'm over here listening to the stream with the game with no volume. Yeah, LaShawn is crazy. That 5 through 8 is nuts right now. It wasn't anything excessive from Kia. Shakira is limping back to the bench. She's walking under her own power. So it's just a common foul. She's staying in the game. I mean, she has to stay in the game to shoot her free throws if they want her to come back. She did finish with the left. So the score, I didn't update the score because her injury threw me off. It's 40-32. She's smiling and whatnot, but it looks like she has a slight limp to her. Shakira at the line for the 3-point play. We'll see what happens. How long she stays in the game. That might scare them. She hits the free throw. Ball back in play, and they foul to get Shakira out of the game as expected. Aisha Hines Allen in for Shakira Austin. So I think Shakira's going back to the locker room. They're gonna evaluate her right now. Yeah, see, they came back so late from the halftime. They want to chat all halftime. Now they're showing the halftime stats a minute into the quarter. They need to. I have a lot of comments on WNBA broadcast. And Jackie Young finally gets her first points of the game. Jackie O finally gets two. And it's 33-42. Aces up. Mystics. Elena Deladon. Long two. Cash. Elena Deladon. See if she wakes up this quarter. 42-35. Yeah, or I'm looking at the I'm looking at the comments now. Give me a second, guys. Jackie Young for 3. Jackie Young, back-to-back shots for Jackie. She's feeling it now. It's back to a 10-point game. Maisha Hines Allen with the ball over to Elena. Elena pump fake guarded by Asia. Back to Maisha. Top of the key over to Natasha. Natasha takes the screen from Maisha. Natasha with Kia Stokes on her. A lot of miscommunication there. Maisha and Brittany were in the same area. Brittany Sykes, deep 3. Brittany Sykes hits a 3. 38-45. My clock is about 7 seconds behind, guys. So don't mind. On the next dead ball, I'll take a look at the chat. Jackie Young with the ball. Jackie Young crossover, and they call a foul on my Giants. Let me take a look at the chat. Keita says, I want to stream like this. Any advice, bro? Honestly, I'm using OBS. I made all the graphics myself, like the starting lineup graphics and all that. Got the logos off of Google, and I'm just screen capturing the other stats, bro. Ball back in play. Jackie Young misses. You starting on your TikTok? Yeah, that's a good way to start. I had experience with how to stream. I was never somebody who liked to be in front of the camera. And ball out of bounds. Jackie Young tips it away and it stays with the Mystics. Back to the comments. Yeah, Keita, Hamid is a good brand, bro. Their tees are nice and soft as well. Oh, Elena, looked like Elena heating up. She hits a 3, and it's a 4-point game. It's a 4-point game, people. Jackie Young with the ball over to Kia, over to Kelsey. Kelsey left hand dribble over to Chelsea Gray, wide open 3. Can she answer? No, she misses. Elena with the ball, with the rebound over to Natasha. Natasha over to Elena. Elena pump fake. They falling for everything. Elena, oh, she misses. Asia with the rebound. Kelsey Plum up the court. Kelsey Plum, I think, still has 1 point. Jackie Young has 5. All scored in the last couple minutes. Over to Kelsey. Kelsey for 3. Oh, Kelsey says, shut up, Jay. And she hits a 3. 48-41. RC says Shakira's injury prone. Yep. But you see, you can't beat y'all with no 45 third quarter points either. I'm just saying, offensively, we not hitting like that. We once was. Natasha Cloud gets a layup. And I think Becky calls a timeout. Becky like, yo, what y'all doing, bro? 48-43. Let me fix the clock. It's 6 minutes, 14 seconds left to go in the quarter. Looking at my folks from Underdog WNBA. Shakira Austin has returned to the bench. RC says, come on, Aces. I don't know what type of time we on. Kia says, not again. We folding like lawn chairs. Yeah, Elena, 8 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. If they want to win this game, she's going to have to play a lot more than those measly minutes she's been playing. Ball back and play, guys. And something happened. I don't know what happened here. Oh, something spilled on the court, so they're wiping it up. So it says Shakira Austin's available to return. It looks like she's on the floor just stretching it out right now. Ball back and play with the Aces. Chelsea Gray, guarded by Brittany Sykes really tightly. Over to Jackie Young. Jackie Young, crossover, guarded by Ariel. Man, all these Mystics defenders are something else. Kelsey Plum, step back on Elena, misses. Ariel with the rebound. Atkins, that is. Natasha with the ball. Cloud, screen from Hines Allen. She hop steps into the lane. Elena Deladon, Ariel Atkins looked like she got popped in the face. Cloud over to Sykes. They're playing 4-on-5 right now. Ariel Atkins is on the floor. Sykes misses the shot and fouls Kia Stokes. Oh my goodness. Another injury. It looks like Ariel Atkins got poked in the eye. RC says this can't be all because of Candace Parker. They tied some duct tape around her hamstring. She's good. Man said, yo, just throw some duct tape on that. You'll be all right. Man said there's some 80s doctors back there. Ariel Atkins got popped in the face. Another Mystics player down. Clock is stopped right now. So 2 Mystics players get hurt. I don't even know what happened there. Oh, Natasha Cloud was trying to pass to Elena Della on top of the key. Asia Wilson raised her arm to try and deflect it and caught her with an elbow in her nose. So we're in a stoppage right now while they tend to Ariel Atkins. Hey, so they went to commercial. I think the Aces had to call. The Mystics had to call a timeout. That's funny. That's not funny, but it's funny that both Mystics players that just came back get get some type of injury. It's like injury prone. It's crazy. Beulah says, Jay, how do you feel about the NBA in-season tournament? I watch basketball regardless. I know the casual fan, they don't like the beginning of the season because it feels like it's too long and some games don't matter, blah blah blah. But I'm a fan of professional basketball, NBA, WNBA, so I watch games. If I'm at home, I'm watching a game. Doesn't matter who's playing. Some people only watch certain teams, but I watch everything. So I want to see how it spices up that beginning portion of the regular season. I think it will. I think people just like the in-season the play-in games. People were skeptical and came around because it brings some sort of excitement. But it's similar to like a Commissioner's Cup. It's just probably promoted a little better than the Commissioner's Cup, structured a little better as well, because they said there's gonna be a lot of different graphics and stuff when it's the in-season tournament games. They have a night full of in-season tournament games. So they're going to have all the graphics and everything alluding to it, telling people about it. When it's the W Commissioner Cup games, it's just the same regular broadcast. And they were like, oh, yeah, this is a Commissioner's Cup game. So I think the NBA will market their in-season tournament games better. So I'm willing to see what it looks like. Kita says, let's not talk about WNBA refs. Yeah. My mom be at the game yelling at these refs. It's funny. Beulah says, don't poke the bear. Looking at the Seattle Sparks game. Sparks cut it down to 5 minutes, 29 seconds to go in the third. Like I said, look like Shakira over here doing some Pilates on the bench. She's doing some laying on her back, doing some like knee crunches and all that. They're so bad. Back from the game, they come back and Kelsey Plum's already at the 3-point line. Kelsey Plum for 3, knocks it in. 51-43. Ball back up with Maisha Hines-Allen over to Natasha Cloud. In the game, it's Natasha Cloud, Christy Tolliver, Deldon, Maisha, and Sykes. Christy Tolliver fade from the baseline, knocks it in. Mystics hanging around. That's all they can do right now. Just hang around until somebody gets hot. Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young, Kia Stokes, Asia, and Chelsea. Asia over the corner to Chelsea. Chelsea probing, guarded by Brittany Sykes. Turn, fade, and misses. Maisha with the rebound. Maisha playing like point center right now. She brings the ball up the court. She's initiating the offense. Over to Brittany Sykes. Brittany Sykes guarded by Chelsea Gray. She picks up her dribble, hands off to Christy Tolliver. Christy Tolliver, crossover, doesn't go nowhere. Natasha Cloud, hezzy dribble. She almost steps out. Del Don for three, gets blocked by Asia Wilson, but Maisha gets the rebound and puts it in. 47-51. 4 minutes to go about. Kelsey Plum brings it up. Kelsey Plum at the foul line drives, and it gets deflected out of bounds. Kelsey Plum drives into the lane with two bigs around her. Luckily gets the bailout. Elena goes to the bench. Chelsea Gray goes to the bench for the Aces. So let's see who they brought in. Ball in. So it's Alicia Clark, Kelsey Plum, a foul called on Shatori Walker. Shatori Walker Kimbrough. So lineup on the floor right now is Natasha Cloud, Tiana Hawkins, Hines Allen, Tolliver, and Shatori for the Mystics. Asia, Kelsey, Jackie, Alicia, and Sydney Colson for the Aces. Ball back in play. Kelsey Plum misses a three. Rebound, Shatori Walker. 51-47, under 4 minutes to go. Natasha Cloud into the paint, pulls up, foul line jumper, knocks it in. And it's a 2-point game, people. It's a 2-point game. It's getting scary hours right now for the Aces. Washington hasn't even played that good, and it's a 2-point game. Jackie Young gets into the paint, passes it back to Asia. Asia, foul line jumper. They call it off. They said it's a three in the key on the Mystics. So, probably Kelsey Plum going to the line to shoot that free throw. I think she's the best foul shooter they have. 51-49, 3:29 to go. Kelsey Plum at the line for the technical free throw. Kelsey knocks it in. 52-49. Once again, shout out to everybody on the YouTube, on the Twitch who's tuned in to this game. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video if you like this content. Appreciate you all. Ball back in with the Aces. Alicia Clark with the ball over to Sydney Colson. Sydney Colson crossover, step back on Lee Mung. Oh, if she would have hit that, the roof probably would have fell off the T-Mobile Arena. It hits the rim and goes out of bounds. Ball to the Mystics. Yeah, RC. Yeah, the offense is it's not doing what it's supposed to do. Ball with the missing. Natasha Cloud, foul line jumper, foul line extended. Tiana Hawkins rebound, smokes the layup. She gets the rebound over 5 aces and scores, and it's a 1-point game. Tiana Hawkins gets 2 offensive rebounds. Every Aces player in the paint can't get the rebound, and it's a 1-point game. Under 3 minutes to go in the third. Alicia Clark over to Kelsey Plum. Looks like Shakira is about to check back in. Kelsey over to Sydney. Sydney with the pump fake. Sydney turns the ball over. And it's Washington ball. She was looking for a foul. Doesn't get it. Maisha Hines Allen over to Natasha Cloud. Natasha Cloud. ISO calling for the screen. Maisha over to Lee Mung. Lee Mung. Good pass to Maisha. And Maisha smokes the layup. And they call a offensive foul on the Mystics. On the rebound, Maisha Hines Allen had the layup for the lead, smokes the layup. Fouls Alicia Clark. Shakira Austin's checking back in. RC Beulah says Kelsey Plum is not. Yeah, Kelsey Plum hasn't been in her game in a minute. Becky wants them to review that. I don't think that's a reviewable. She's like, "Oh, you review for them, but not for us." She shrugs it off. So they're showing the replay. Maisha Hines Allen goes up for the layup, misses the layup, and she just tips the ball. I don't know if there's anything there to review. She's eyes on the ball. Oh, I guess she puts out the elbow and catches Alicia Clark in like the throat area. But they end up, I think the Aces are in the bonus anyway, so it's foul shots. Alicia Clark misses the first free throw. Listen, it's butt clenching time. You've given up a 10-point lead to a team that's playing a lot of injured players. I like Alicia Clark though; she's cute. Keita says, what happened? I took a water break. We only up 1. You're up 2 now. Alicia Clark hits the second free throw. Ball back in play. 53-51 Aces. Natasha over to Lee Mung. Lee Mung gets the screen from Shakira. She steps back, shoots a 3. Oh, it rattles it. Oh, she gets fouled shooting a 3. Nah, they might have to review that. I don't know if that's a 3-point foul shot. I don't know if that's a foul on the 3-point shot. I don't know about that. I'm looking at the replay. Alicia. Oh yeah. The foot gets close to the reckless closeout area. They don't go review it though, which is interesting. Lee Mung at the line for the first of 3 free throws. Mystics could take the lead right now. RC says, yeah, at this point, it seems like we are crawling to the finish line. Mung at the line for the second of 3. She hits. And it's a tie game, people. Tie game. Tie game. Lee Mung at the line for her third free throw. She hits all 3, and the Mystics, I think this might be their first lead of the game. If I'm being first lead since 3-2 in the first quarter. They haven't led since the first baskets. Asia Wilson drives hard into Shakira and gets fouled. Listen, when in doubt, go to the cup. That's 16 fouls on the Mystics. Asia Wilson going to the line for 2 free throws. Asia Wilson had 19 in the first half. This is her first points of the half. Of the second, she hits the first free throw. Tie game at 54. Elena coming back in for Tiana Hawkins. Keita, that's funny. And Asia takes the lead back. 55-54. 2 minutes, 2 seconds to go. And they get a 5-second violation. Wow. Good defense by the Aces. And they force a 5-second inbounding violation on the Mystics. Ball back to the Aces. Ball back to the Aces. Everybody ran up court, left Natasha Cloud by herself. Nobody came back to the ball. And then they don't call a timeout. Kelsey Plum with the ball. Kelsey Plum, left-hand dribble. Alicia Clark, wide open 3. Hey! Alicia Clark with the 3. And the Aces retake a 4-point lead. Under 2 minutes to go. Man said, we need some milk. If you know, you know that meme. Oh, shoot. Foul on Kelsey. On Elena. I think that's first team foul in the last 2 minutes of the quarter. Yeah, Kelsey has struggled. I think she only has 4 or 5 points or so. Ball inbound with the Mystics to Natasha Cloud. Tiana Hawkins with the screen. Natasha Cloud, they leave her open. Foul line extended. She misses. Jackie Young. She hasn't scored all too much, but she's on the boards. Over to Kelsey Plum. 4-point lead. So Kelsey Plum, 1-2. Over to Jackie. Jackie with the pump fake. And she scoops to the basket. Jackie with the layup. And the Aces push their lead back up to a 6-point lead. 7-0 Aces run. Natasha Cloud to Tiana Hawkins. They able to get the ball to Deldon and get the hell out the way. Deldon, handoff to Natasha. Natasha pump fakes to 3. It drives into a crowd. Oh, mismatch. Deldon, turnaround jumper, fouled and won. Elena Deldon. Got the mismatch on Kelsey Plum. Went to work immediately. Turnaround, fade instantly off the catch. Gets the ball, just turns, fades. Oh, the foul's on Jackie Young. Swipes down on the elbow. Under a minute to go, guys. There's 57 seconds to be exact. Let me fix my clock. 57 seconds to be exact. It's a 4-point game. Elena at the line for the old-fashioned 3-point play. Jeez. They call a lane violation. Elena has that weird foul shooting motion where she goes up and she holds it there for like 2-3 seconds and then she flicks it. So they're doing a redo on the foul shot and she knocks it in. 3-point game, 3-point game. Ball inbound to the Aces. Kelsey Plum's over to Asia Wilson. Asia Wilson trying to go behind the back. Hands it off to Alicia Clark. Alicia Clark looks for Asia at the foul line. Guarded by Tiana Hawkins. Swing through move. Pull up jumper. Rattles it in. That's tough. That's tough. If she's hitting the jumper, it's tough to guard her. Brittany Sykes with the ball. Brittany Sykes brings it up the court. See if they play for the 2-for-1. They don't look like they are. They're going slow. 30, 28, 27. Oh, Elena, fall away, baby. And cashes it in on the baseline fade. Stop the clock for a second. It's 18, 17, 16, 15. Shot clock, game clock, like half a second off. Kelsey Plum with the ball. Kelsey over to Alicia. She drives. Floater from Alicia Clark. Knocks it in. 64-59. Ball in play. Lee Mung over to Brittany Sykes. Brittany Sykes. Deep three. Off the rim. Alicia Clark with the rebound. And that's the end of the third. Aces with a little bit of a scare there. They lost the lead for the first time since the first quarter. But going a nice 9-0 run. And the score is now 64-59 at the end of the third quarter. Let me reset everything for the fourth, and then I'll look at the comments. One moment. All right, we all set. We all set. How do the Aces have 4 timeouts? Nah, I thought I docked them a timeout. There we go. Beulah says Asia Wilson win another MVP. I hope not. I hope Stewie gets it. RC says that early midseason Aces drive and confidence ain't there. We got to dig down deep for these wins that early on we were having our way like that, Migas. Yeah, I mean, it's a long season, bro. If you had all the pieces that you thought you were gonna have, it could be different, but you got to play the hand that you've been dealt, honestly. Taking a look at that other game, LA has a chance. It's an 8-point game, end of the third. If you remember from Tuesday's game, they were down about the same amount, 10, 12 points. I kept saying they need to make a run. And with like 3 minutes left in the game, they made a run to tie it and take the lead at one point. So they're at home. The home crowd, they know, the players know what's at stake, so they better stop playing, or else they about to fall out the playoff race. Keita says, being an Aces fan this season has been stressful. Yeah, man. Now you know what I've been dealing with my whole Liberty life. Every season is stressful. Yeah, sorry. I man said that. Akita said that. I hope not. Sounded personally. Yeah, you know, I got Stewie in my corner. I gotta go for her. You know that. You see that right there, right? That's the home team. I gotta go for the home team. So I'm going for Stewie over everybody. Asia, nice though. I like Asia, but if it's Asia versus Stewie. If Stewie was on another team, it would be Asia. But Stewie on my team, so it's Stewie. I know you understand. Never personal, always business. You get me? Let's take a look at what Underdog is telling me right now. Ariel Atkins not returning to this game. Ariel Atkins not returning to the game. Started the fourth quarter. Mystics Bowl. Oh yeah, I remember when they want to hit y'all with the 40 piece. I was watching that game. Brittany Sykes with the ball. Brittany Sykes, Lee Mung over to Shatori. Let's see if Shatori can hit a three. Oh, Shatori said, yeah, I can hit a three. It's a 2-point game, guys. 64-62. Kelsey Plum with the left-hand drive over to Alicia Clark in the corner. They call an offensive foul. Offensive foul on Kia Stokes. Moving screen. A 2-point game, guys. 2-point game. Ball back and play with the Mystics. Oh, Brittany Sykes. Nice crossover on Kelsey. Went by Kelsey like she wasn't even there. It was a traffic cone right there. Oh, damn. Becky said, nah, I got to nip this in the bud immediately. She calls a timeout quick. Oh, shoot. Becky called a quick timeout, boy. Brittany Sykes hit her with the hoe, and she went right to the cup. Layup. That was crazy. It's a tie game, y'all. 64-64. That was crazy. Oh, man. Okay, it looks like the Sparks are trying to make a little comeback. The score is 54-48, 8 minutes to go. Sparks, they know what's at stake. They know what's at stake. Azare for three? Oh, Azare missed a wide open three. Yeah, Becky Hammond is very frustrated on the bench. Aces ball to inbound there. Washington with the full court press, but the Aces get out of it. Dribble the ball, Alicia. 64-64. Alicia dribbling out by the 3-point line. What's her name? Asia Wilson step back foul line jumper misses. Kia Stokes does what she does best and grab rebounds. Kelsey Plum with the ball. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Asia Wilson over to Kia Stokes. Kia Stokes back to Asia with 2 seconds. Asia quickly. Oh, she misses a shot clock violation. Kia Stokes forced Asia into a tough spot. RC says these aces causing headaches, yeah, for y'all. And Keita says plus Plum defense is way questionable. Very questionable. Yeah. We was abusing her on that Monday game. We kept switching Benija she kept switching on to Benija. Benija was going post work on her. Elena Deladon steps in and the Mystics take the lead, guys. 66-64. Elena Deladon, boy. I tell you, she is something else. Chelsea Gray with the rock. Chelsea Gray probing over to Kia Stokes. Nobody even in a football field of her at the 3-point line. Kelsey Plum goes baseline. Back to Chelsea Gray, top of the key. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Chelsea Gray scoops it in, gets a highway to the basket and ties the game. This game coming down to the wire. Another good game here on the watch along. Elena Deladon on the post, guarded by Kia Stokes. Stops, pops, goes glass, misses. Asia with the rebound over to Chelsea Gray, trying to take back the lead. Chelsea probing, in and out dribble over to Kelsey. Kelsey pump fakes. 1-2 scoops, and Kelsey gets to the basket, and the Aces retake the lead. And the Mystics call a timeout. So after that run by the Mystics, Aces go back on the offensive, and they take the lead. Kelsey Plum, good move. She drives by Lee Mung, hits her with a baby Euro, and scoops it in with the left. 1-2. Goes off the left leg and finishes with the left. That's tough. Good finish by her, though. 20-second timeout by the Mystics. Yeah. Seattle up 57-49, 6.5 to go in that game. Zaya Cook. Good ISO move. They don't call a foul. Oh, they do. All right, ball back in play, guys. My bad. Ball just came back in play. We're not missing anything. Elena Deladon, handoff to Natasha. Cloud over to Cloud off the timeout. They turned the ball over. And that frustrates me, especially with my team. You call a timeout, you call the play, and your team comes out and turns it over. Like, what was the point of me calling the timeout? We just gave it back to them. Ball back in play. My bad, y'all. Ball back in play. My clock's a little 10 seconds behind. Kelsey Plum crossover. Corner to Chelsea. Chelsea over to Kelsey. Kelsey over to... Oh, the foul. Kelsey was fouled. Fouled by Brittany Sykes. 7:08 to go in the fourth. 2-point game. Aces up. RC says Kelsey's only 5'8", so she literally has to play like a little firecracker on every play because most players are likely too big. Yeah. It'd be like that sometimes. Ball inbound to Asia on the 3-point line. Over to Kelsey. Kelsey, left hand dribble. Over to Alicia Clark. Oh, Alicia Clark. She's found the 3 ball, and the Aces go up 71-66. 5-point game. Let's see how the Mystics respond. Natasha Cloud directing traffic over to Shatori. Shatori has the ball, not doing nothing with it. Over to Maisha Hindalen in the paint, fouled by Chelsea Gray. A shooting foul, so Maisha's going to the line for 2. There was a mismatch there. Looking at this Sparks game, it looks like Zaya Cook is doing it again. Nobody else wants to hoop, so she decides to put the team on her back. So she's going to the line for 2 free throws to cut the lead down to 5. But back to the Mystics game. Maisha at the line, short on the first free throw. I will say Kelsey Plum has 9. Oh, Maisha misses both free throws, and I guess the Vegas people get a free slice of pizza or something. Kelsey Plum does have 9 assists, so I got to salute her in that regard. She's not shooting well, but she's dishing the rock. Kickball on the Mystics. (71-66). 6.5 to go. 6.5 to go. Oh, it's a 4-point game for the Sparks, and it's their ball. They're making a run. Ball inbounds to the Aces. Alicia Clark trying to feed Asia in the post. Asia, good handoff to Jackie, and Shatori comes over and swipes it out of bounds. Still Aces ball. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Man, this game is good. Beulah says CP need to retire. Chelsea inbound to Asia. Asia with 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Kelsey with the pump fake. Foul line jumper. Oh, she almost banks it in and misses. Oh, they turn it over. The Mystics do. Kelsey slows it down. Jackie Young for 3. Jackie misses. Oh, they didn't need that. Mystics ball. 5-point game. Brittany Sykes dribbling through. Oh, she almost turns it over. And they hand it off to Natasha. Back to Sykes. Sykes crossover on Kelsey. Guarded by Asia. 1-2. Scoops by Asia and misses the shot. She wants a foul. They call a tech on Brittany Sykes. Technical foul on Brittany Sykes. Foul on Brittany Sykes. She curses at the ref. Gets a technical foul. So the Aces are going to line to shoot the tech. Can't get a tech in that situation. Your team is down by 5. They call it somebody call a timeout. Let me see if it's an official. Yes, an official timeout. Officials timeout. Excuse me. RC says they got to stop with the "I'm tired" narrative in Las Vegas. So a lot of players are tired at this point of the season. Plenty of players play almost a year overseas. Yeah, Becky's been pushing that tired thing a lot. I'm like, yeah, everybody tired, Becky. It is what it is. You gotta overcome your adversity. That's what makes the journey a little bit sweeter when you get to the end of the road and you've accomplished what you wanted to accomplish. It makes those hard times worth it. But we're in timeout right now. 71-66. That's the correct score, correct time. Both games are in commercial break right now. As you can see, the Sparks are making a little bit of a comeback here. It's 53-77. It's like the same thing as last game. They were down, and they start making this comeback in the fourth. But hopefully, the ending is a little different and they actually win the game today. For their sakes. I got no dog in the fight. All right, we back. They're not back. I'm back. Sorry. Oh. Ray Burrell for 3. Oh, it's a 1-point game in LA. Sparks within 1 with 5.5 to go. It's funny. It's interesting because the Seattle has a tough time closing games as well. They get the shooting foul. Yeah, she was reaching on Jewel. Salute to everybody still hanging with me on the stream. Salute. You know the vibes. On the Twitch, on the YouTube, salute to you all. We're in for another good one here. Coming down to the wire. Coming down to the wire here. 71-66. They're just coming back from commercial in the R game that we're watching here, the ACES game. All right. So Kelsey Plum at the line to shoot the technical free throw. Man said last 7 games, Kelsey Plum is 36 for 89. Kelsey Plum hits the free throw, the technical free throw. So 72-66. Aces ball. They inbound the ball. Lineup is Chelsea Gray, Alicia Clark, Asia Wilson, Jackie Young, Kelsey Plum. Jackie Young gets the ball in the paint. Elena's there, so she backs it out. She goes crossover on Elena. Over to Chelsea Gray, top of the key. Chelsea picks up her dribble. Alicia Clark, corner 3. And she misses. Rebound, Shatori. Over to Brittany Sykes. What's up, LaShawn? Brittany Sykes over to Natasha. Natasha looking over to Shatori. Shatori looking what to do. 7 seconds on the shot clock. They got to make a move. Natasha go to the basket. Natasha gets right by Kelsey and scoops in the layup. It's 72-68, 4-point game. 5 minutes to go. Kelsey Plum over to Jackie in the corner. Jackie Young gets the screen from Chelsea Gray. She's posting up Shatori. Chelsea Gray. Oh, back to Jackie. Jackie, top of the key 3. Oh, she's short. And Brittany Sykes with the rebound and saves it inbounds over to Shatori, who gives it back to Brittany Sykes. A 4-point game. 4.5 to go. Approaching. Brittany Sykes, pull-up jumper. That's long. Tiana Hawkins tries to get it, but Kelsey Plum gets the rebound. Kelsey Plum brings it up half court. In and out on Natasha. They call a foul on Natasha Cloud. And Kelsey Plum being aggressive, going to the line. She's going to the line. They wanted... So Kelsey Plum at the line for 2. It was a foul on Natasha Cloud. And Kelsey Plum hits the first free throw. Oh, whoops, wrong team. 73-68. Kelsey Plum. Oh, she misses the second free throw. Kelsey Plum up to 10 assists, though. Salute to her for that. Oh, ball's back in play. My bad. There we go. Brittany Sykes with the ball. Brittany Sykes. Shatori got to shoot that. Oh, over to Elena. Elena in the post, guarded by Asia. She tries to drive by her. They call a blocking foul on Asia. Blocking foul on Asia. Let me see what Kelsey really doing over here. Besides the 10 assists. Kelsey Plum she has a double-double. 12 points, 10 assists. She's only taking 6 shots, though. Ball back in play with the Mystics. Cloud looking for Deladon. They bring the triple team. Natasha Cloud drives in the paint, guarded by Jackie. Over to Tiana Hawkins for 3, and she shoots an air ball. Shoots an air ball. Uh-oh. Oh, I thought she was crying. It looked like Carly Samuelson got hurt. It looked like she was crying, though. Jackie Young, hand off to Alicia Clark. She just throws it up. She wants a foul. Oh, Chelsea. Oh, Chelsea gets lucky. Tries to throw it off a player. It bounces in the air and goes to her player. They call a foul. No continuation. They said foul on the floor. They said foul on the floor. Foul on the floor. I don't know who the foul was on. Oh, they said they're going to count it? Oh, they do count. Do they count it? Yeah, they counted it. So Asia Wilson gets fouled driving to the basket. They had first said it was on the floor, then they gave her the continuation. So Asia Wilson at the line for the 3-point play, and she cashes it in. ACES back up to a 76-68 lead, 8-point game. Looking at the LaShawn says Kelsey defense been asked. Yeah, it's been asked and picked on it. Yeah. Oh, Sykes hits a 3. She gets that 3 right back. 5-point game. 3 minutes, 10 seconds. Oh, I didn't even start the clock on my end. Look at me chatting away. And let's start at 3 minutes. 3 minutes to go, guys. 5-point game. Chelsea pulls up a midi, and they call a foul on Brittany Sykes. That's another. That's not the home foul. Say away foul, and it looks like a timeout is called by the official. Officials timeout. 76-61. 2 minutes, 58 seconds to go. It's coming down to the wire here, guys. Coming down to the wire. Asia Wilson with 26 and 8. Kelsey Plum with 10 assists. Brittany Sykes with 16 and 5 assists. Maisha Hines Allen with 7 rebounds. Who said Akita says? Oh yeah, she been trashed the whole season. Damn. So we got 2 good games here, y'all. 2 good games going on. Sparks trying to fight back. Ace is trying to pull away. 2 separate games. Still in commercial, guys, in both games. Still in commercial. All right. I'm still in commercial, but went back to look at the standings. If the results hold as they are now, Aces move to 31 and 6. With 3 games to go. Washington falls to 17 and 19. Back tied with Atlanta and Minnesota with a 17 and 19 record. I'm not sure who has the tiebreakers, and I think Atlanta might have the tiebreakers in that situation. So Atlanta might move back up to 5th. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. If the results hold in the Sparks game, the Sparks will move down to 9th seed. Chicago will move up to 8th seed. They both would have a 15 and 21 record, but Chicago won the season series, so they would have the 8th seed by that technicality. But listen, there's still minutes to go. Oh, Jewel has 21 points, but took 20 shots to get it. There's 2 minutes 47 seconds left in that game, and in our game we have about the same, which is crazy. Both games with the same amount of time left. Ball back in bounds with the Aces. Kelsey for 3. Oh, Kelsey Oh, they call an offensive foul on Kelsey's 3. Oh, wow. Kelsey Plum hit a 3, but they called the offensive foul, so they might erase that 3. Let's see what happens there. Natasha Cloud's on the floor holding her face. RC says, one thing about Jay, you can absolutely power through all the streams. Appreciate it, bro. Yeah, I do it for the people. Do it for the people. I think Kanye and Common had a song like that. Do it for the people. For the people. I don't know what happened there. Kelsey goes up for the shot. They're showing the replay. Oh, and she brings her you can't call a foul on that. She's bringing her guide hand down, and it smacks Natasha across the face. They're gonna review it. I don't think that's an offensive foul. They gotta count that 3. Oh, was she supposed to just keep her hand like this the whole time, like on the follow through? Like she's bringing her hand down, and Natasha goes by and it gets hit in the face. Like what is she supposed to do in that situation? Come on now. Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough call there if that stands. Oh, Vegas challenges the play. They called that call on the floor's offensive foul. Vegas is challenged. Guys, it looks like the Sparks are going to go down to 9th seed. The score is 66-59. A minute 23 seconds to go. They're showing a bunch of replays of this this offensive foul, quote unquote. So RC says, wait a minute, they don't have that coach's challenge. Yeah, they're using the coach's challenge. Yeah, they used the coach's challenge. Becky challenged it. They just reviewing it a bunch now. Oh yeah, this game is over. LA, they don't want it, bro. They don't want it. Sammy Whitcomb with the rock. Sammy Whitcomb, 1-2. Ezzy McGregor, another rebound. Kia Nurse for 3. Oh, yeah, that's the dagger there. Kia Nurse hits a 3 off an offensive rebound. 11-point game. 1 minute, 6 seconds to go. LA about to lose 2 games on their home floor in the same week. They could have moved up. If they won both of these games, they could have been 17 and 19. They would have been tied with Minnesota and Atlanta with a 17 and 19 record. They lose 2 in a row, or about to lose 2 in a row. They're going to drop down to 15 and 21 in the 9th seed. Oh, the call stands, guys. Wow. That was ridiculous. I've never seen that before. That's ridiculous. Call stands, 3 is erased. Natasha Cloud with the ball, 5-point game. Natasha Cloud pulls for 3 and she misses. Asia Wilson with the rebound. Now that's ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous, man. I don't know what you're supposed to do in that situation. But the Aces with the ball, Jackie Young, Asia Wilson over to Chelsea Gray. Chelsea Gray step back, doesn't shoot it. Kelsey probing, goes baseline over to Alicia. She doesn't look at the clock, and they have a 24-second violation. Alicia Clark was not looking at the clock. Had a wide open three, tried to pump fake dribble with a second left on the clock. (71-76), a Mystics ball. Let's see what they can do in the next 5 minutes. Deldon mid-range, and Sykes doesn't get the rebound. Kelsey does. RC says, oh, so they have a coach's challenge, or is it challenge 2 per game? No, they only have one coach's challenge. I think if you I think it's the same as the NBA. Chelsea Gray drives, they call a block and foul. This should put a damper on it. It's 1 minute 40 seconds left. Hey Janelle, what's good, girl? Chelsea Gray drives. Tiana Hawkins tries to slide and get the charge, and she gets a block. So the Ace, I think the what you call it, the Aces lose a timeout because they lost the challenge. So I'll dock them a timeout. Chelsea Gray hits the free throw, pushes it up to a 6-point game. She cashes in the second. 17 for Chelsea. 78-71 Aces. Cloud over the Sykes, over the Deldon, over the Shatori. I mean, Shakira's back on the bench, but she hasn't played. They being super cautious. Over to Natasha. They wasting time. They're down 7. Sykes pulls. Sykes misses. Yeah, this game's over. Sykes, Jackie O with the rebound. Chelsea Gray with the hezzy move and scoops it in. Chelsea Gray might have put the finishing touches on this. 80-71. You see why this team doesn't lose at home. You see why they don't lose at home. 80-71. 1 minute 9 seconds left to go in the game. Washington calls a timeout. Thomas says Mystics shoot a lot of threes, and they're not really a super good 3-point shooting team, if I remember correctly. But listen, you live by the 3, you die by the 3. That's what they say, right? 3-pointers made. They're 5th in the league with 266. Washington, yeah, they're not even in the top 5 in 3-point percentage. I'm on the WNBA site right now. Washington is 9th in the league in 3-point percentage. They shoot 33% from 3 as a team for the season. That's 9th in the league. Vegas is at 37.6, and the Liberty are at 37.5, and Connecticut right under them at 36.2. Ball back in play, guys. This game is done and dusted. Sykes, foul line jumper. She's short. Gets her own rebound. That wingspan is nuts. Natasha Cloud pump fakes. Natasha Cloud foul line jumper. Oh, they call a foul on Jackie on the drive. Now, Brittany Sykes, boy. She shot a foul line jumper and was able to touch the floor, get there, and grab her own rebound. That was wild. Ball inbounded to Tiana Hawkins from Elena. Oh, good cut by Tiana. Oh, Asia says, get it out of here. Asia says, get it out of here. Hawkins thought she had a wide open layup. Asia in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year gets a shot, punches that shot, and then lets Tiana Hawkins know about it. Ball inbounded to Elena. Elena, 7 seconds. Fall away, Elena. Oh, that's tough. That is tough. 80-73. 43 seconds to go. I don't think there's enough time unless Connecticut Sun Liberty game happened again. And they foul Alicia Clark. Tiana Hawkins foul Alicia Clark with 35 seconds to go. I think the Aces are in the bonus. Turn that red light on. Sun Kung Slayer. Thanks for joining on the Twitch. He says, can LA match hit over score 136.5? Right now, what are they at? 3-1 is 4, 7-8 is. Can LA match hit what? 136.5. Oh, LA. I'm looking at the wrong game. My bad, bro. I'm like, what are you talking about? She hit both free throws, y'all. Ball in play. 2-1 is 3, 7, 6, 13. That's nah. They're not hitting 136.5. This game is over. 75-82, guys. 21 seconds left. And Tiana Hawkins fouls. Yeah, that game is over. 72-61 final score. That leaves you at 2-1, 3, 7 6. It's 13. So that leaves you at 133, my boys. You're short by 4. That's tough. Chelsea Gray at the line hits the first. This game is pretty much over. 21 seconds to go. Aces pushing Chelsea Gray, trying to push it to a 9-point game. And she does. 84-75. And the Mystics, I think that's their final time. That should be their final timeout. Yeah, so with that loss, the Sparks move down to 9. And the Sky move up to 8. Natasha Cloud, horrible game. I said horrible, but it hasn't been her best game. Natasha Cloud has 12 points, 5 assists. Ken, 12 points for Natasha. RC says, beep, beep, drive home safely. You watch too much Chicago Bulls games. Drive home safely, Chicago. What's that? Stacey King. Beep, beep. The Aces do dodge a bullet tonight. I mean, they made the plays when they had to make them. That's what makes championship teams. That's the difference. That makes all the difference in the world. All right, let me turn this other TV screen off. That game is over. Sparks lay an egg at home for the second game in a row and drop down to 9. Right, there's 21 seconds left in this game. They're just prolonging the inevitable. I mean, I know you at least it's better than that Chicago Seattle game when a 5-point game, 15 seconds left, and they both teams just stopped playing. That was bizarre. But Seattle's tanking. Ball's in play. Natasha Cloud step back jumper gets blocked by Asia again. Tiana Hawkins rebound out to Lee Mung. Lee Mung for 3. And she misses. Asia secures the 10th rebound. And that should do it. That's all she wrote, folks. Aces get revenge on the Mystics for that last whooping they got. They win this game 84-75. They move to 31-6. Keita, have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. RC says, appreciate the 5-game call live stream. Another in the books for you. Salute, RC. Appreciate you, my boys. 12:09 here on the East. Beulah says, I want Laney to win Defensive Player of the Year. I hope she can snag that as well. Beulah. Alrighty. Wow. So it looked shaky there for the Aces for a bit. The Liberty. See my mind on the Liberty. The Mystics falter towards the end, and they do not get the win. So, yeah, this is interesting. It's coming down to the wire here. So there's 3 teams tied at 17 and 19. 3 teams tied at 17 and 19 right now. So you got Washington at 5, Atlanta at 6, Minnesota at 7, 17 and 19. As you can see from the high game scores, Atlanta had 17 points, Brittany Sykes 7 rebounds, Brittany Sykes 5 assists. For the Aces, Asia Wilson had 26, Asia Wilson had 11 rebounds, and Kelsey Plum had 10 assists. Before we get out of here, they haven't updated these standings yet. I think since the game just ended, they haven't updated it yet. I've been refreshing. I wanna update its standing so we can actually take a look at this. But until they update it, we can't really. But we'll make do. Asia Wilson 26-11 and another game with 4 blocks. I think she had 4 blocks against us as well. She's up there for Defensive Player of the Year. I'll tell you that. She is a solid player. They haven't updated it yet. I wish they had like a live update now that we're close to the end of the season, but I guess that's something for a future season for the W. Let's see. I'm gonna just take a look at it anyway, so we can just have a quick look before I head on out of here. So this is what the stand. Sorry, I hit the mic. This is what the standings are looking like right now. This will be 31-6 when they finally update it. Washington will move to 17-19. Like I mentioned, they tied with the Atlanta Dream and the Minnesota Lynx. Sparks lost, so they're at 15-21. Chicago has the tiebreaker, so Chicago will move up to 8. So let me refresh it one more time, see if they update it. No, they haven't. So that's what that is right now. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in as always. For those the usuals, Beulah, RC, LaShawn, Janelle, Mom, all y'all. I know Nelson was in here earlier. Salute. The new people, Kita, whoever else, who else was in here that I didn't know before. Yeah, I think it was just Kita that was really new. That was in here consistent. Salute. I'll be back on Sunday, back for our Liberty watch alongs. We play the Sky at 3 p.m. Eastern. The stream may be cutting it a little close, rushing home from work to do it on a Sunday, but I gotta do what I gotta do. But 3 p.m. on Sunday, I'll schedule the stream, so it'll pop up in the feeds, probably today or tomorrow. But be on the lookout for that. Thanks for tuning in on the Twitch, on the YouTube. Salute to everyone that tuned in. I'ma holla at y'all next time. Salute.